everyone. The big question, do you like exercising? If you say yes, good for you. If you say no, well, you are not alone. But today, we will tackle some myths about exercise. And the most important question, what happens if I do not exercise? Welcome to this episode of Heal Your Lifestyle podcast, a podcast that asks, informs, encourages, and motivates people or listeners of all ages to be aware of health issues. Our guests are led by preventive health experts who have the knowledge, skill, and experience in these topics. Today, we are joined by a man who has put exercise as part of his living and breathing. He's an engineer by profession, but was drawn to his love for physical activity that he made a career out of it by becoming a physiotherapist, helping people manage their mobility problems, and most of all, a certified personal fitness trainer, providing one-on-one or group training. He was awarded many accolades and certificates as a trainer through helping people overcome physical inactivity. We are very privileged to have with us today Mr. Louis Yeoh Kha Wei.
Hi.
I'm so glad that we can have you today. Exercise is a very important component of our lifestyle.
Yeah, it is.
You are an embodiment of it. So thank you for coming here and making time to be with us today.
Yeah, thank you for having me here.
So many myths and things that people believe about exercise.
Yeah.
Some of them are correct, but some are not very correct. So probably first things first, the basic of it all. What is really an exercise? What are the recommendations? Are there types of exercise?
Tends to confuse physical activity and exercise.
Uh-huh.
All right, they have the same common, they are movement.
Uh-huh.
Right, but there's a huge difference between exercise and physical activity, which is for exercise itself it's being planned, structured, repetitive, and purposeful, which is specific of a goal, like fitness goal, the sport performance, right? And the most important thing for exercise itself is intentionally. You have to place stress to the body to adapt. What we call this physiological adaptation. There's a huge difference between the physical activity and the exercise. So, in long terms, if you follow a proper training principle and get adequate recovery, your body will become better, stronger, and faster to handle the same stress. So, about the physiological adaptation, right? You're gonna place on the various body system, like your cardiovascular system, your musculoskeletal system, your immune system, metabolic system, and some other system.
Wow.
Yeah, so all these systems can be adapted. If you train the load, I mean, we need to find the appropriate load to start with and then follow a principle by what we call it progressive overloading. Yeah, so this eventually your body will become stronger.
Right.
Yeah.
Start from slow.
Yes.
And then progress from there.
Slowly, yes.
Wow.
Gradually.
People say, when you ask them, do you exercise? Then they will answer, oh, I play badminton.
Yeah.
Is that
Hey,
an exercise or a physical activity?
badminton is a sport-based exercise.
Right.
All right, so now we're talking about the type of exercise. Basically, I will divide it into five different groups. The first one is aerobic based.
Aerobic.
So it's a moderate intensity, as known as cardio. Okay, it lasts from 20 to 60 minutes, such as jogging, running, swimming. And the other type is what we call anaerobic, which is the people lacking off. Okay, aerobic exercise is known as resistance training. All right, so it's a high intensity, short burst. It lasts from few seconds to 2 minutes, such as sprinting, weightlifting. Yeah, you can't lift the weight for 1 hour, right? Yeah, you can break your arm. So it's like lasts for a short period of time and experiencing metabolic stress and mechanical force from your muscle and what else? And microscopic tear in order to adapt.
Oh.
Yeah, physiological
So
adaptation.
it's painful. There's a tear.
That tear is a microscopic tear, then it can be healed in like 48 hours.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it is not painful, it's not injury, but it's a physiological changes on the muscle structure in order to get stronger. Okay. Number 3 will be balance and stability exercises. That is actually very important from a senior.
Elderly.
Yeah, elderly. Yeah. So the number 4 will be flexibility and mobility. So people tend to confuse what is flexibility and mobility. Flexibility is like a range of motion passively applied on a muscle. Okay, but the mobility is a big part. Actually, it's a range of motion that in the joint itself.
Okay.
Due to our sedentary lifestyle, we sit a lot, we have a stiff muscle and the joint, and people tend to have higher effort to perform the same task, get tired easily.
Yes.
Okay, the last one, as you mentioned just now, is a sport-based. So, train a lot of athletes. So, I ask them, if you want to good at their sport, you do your sport. It's a skill-based training. But the thing is, when you talk about the muscle conditioning, is you need to find various ways to apply load to the muscle,
Right.
such as weight, or calisthenic, body weight, and we have a different type like sandbag, the kettlebell, all sort of weight, as long as the weight enough to make you progress, to achieve the physiological adaptation.
Okay.
Yeah.
So in other words, among all these 5 types of exercise, there's really nothing that I should only do one type.
Combination. Okay, if it depends on the goal. If you say, okay, you must good in endurance. So your aerobic exercise. So a lot of people didn't know that. Actually, aerobic exercise is 80% of the training base for an athlete. Don't train hard all the time. They only train high intensity 20% in a week. The rest of the time is 80%. What you go when you go older? I don't want to be a swimmer. I want to be just a normal, healthy adult. Then I will still ask you to stick with the zone 2 training because it promotes longevity due to the stimulate more mitochondria in the body. And then the strength training is a must. Because that, as soon as anaerobic exercise to preserve the muscle mass so that you have stronger body, you can handle more tasks.
Right.
Yeah. So when it comes to mobility, it's a must because our lifestyle is more sitting than moving, right? So it's like combination of the bit. It's like nutrition. You can't just say, I like to eat carrot, I just eat one carrot. You need to eat a multiple different kind of food to absorb different nutrition that your body needs.
Okay.
Yeah.
We are hearing a lot of technical terms, and I think it's very important for our those who are watching us or listening to us to understand better. You're talking about zone 2 training.
All right.
Can you elaborate further on layman's term? What does it mean?
All right. Okay. Heart rate, we are divided into 5 zones. The fundamental one is zone 1 is about your 50% your maximum heart rate. So that's a calculation like the basic one is a 220 minus your age, you get your maximum heart rate. 20
minus your age.
Yes.
Okay.
So if I'm a 40 years old, 220 will be 180.
Okay.
So 180 is estimated my maximum heart rate.
Right.
Now we are actually in zone 1, which is like very relaxed, chill. So
yes.
50% about maximum heart rate.
Okay.
So if I move a bit further, like I go walk around, it might be increased a little bit to 55.
Okay.
Okay, but zone 2 itself is targeted on 60 to 70, the sweet spot. Okay, in this spot, right, there's been research have been shown. If you train longer and multiple times in a week in this zone, you're going to stimulate a lot of mitochondria, which actually help to combat with chronic diseases and promote longevity. Yeah, so I would suggest that 2 to 3 times of aerobic zone 2 training for each individual. It doesn't matter, your goal is to perform better or live longer.
Right.
Yeah.
And how many minutes should it last?
All right, this is a tricky question because, okay, we just talk about the WHO guidelines.
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
The recommendation for an healthy adult, so will be fall between 150 minutes to 300 minutes or moderate intensity on aerobic exercise.
Okay.
Or a 75 minutes for vigorous intensity on aerobic exercise.
Per week or per
week.
per week?
Or
Okay.
combination of both,
Mm-hmm.
which means that an individual need to spend about 2.5 hours to 5 hours on exercise, on just aerobic exercise itself, but which is very challenging.
That's per week, right?
That's per week. Yeah. On top of that, we need to perform about 2 to 3 times of resistance training, which is mentioned just now, anaerobic training.
Mhm.
So it's like the exercise cover the. It's recommended to cover the all major muscle group.
Mhm.
So it's 2 to 3 times, and then on top of that, you have a 2.5 hours to 5 hours of aerobic training per week.
Right.
That's recommendation.
Recommendation.
But I think it's hard to achieve for those who don't like exercise.
Yeah, that's
Right.
quite a lot.
Yeah.
I'm calculating it's about 30 minutes every day
Yeah,
for
almost.
about 5 times a week, only for aerobic exercise.
Yeah,
And that's the minimum.
there's a
And
minimum.
then you have to add in the muscle training,
Yeah, muscle training.
which is about how many?
If you take about 45 minutes per session for muscle training, so 3 sessions will be like 2 hours plus.
wow.
So around 5 hours per week, roughly.
Mhm.
And which means like if you have a Sunday or Saturday off, you need to
Yeah.
perform an hour a day.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
It'd be difficult to some people to,
Yeah, it
to
is.
do that. Especially if they have not started any exercise regime in their
Yes.
life.
Yes.
Be your recommendation if that happens.
Okay, this is my own opinion.
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
All right. So we come to helping people to lose weight or
Yes.
gain muscle.
Mhm.
And then I'm talking about total newbie.
Yes.
Okay, no experience at all. The first thing we do a lot of education.
Right.
Okay, so understand their behavior first.
Okay.
Understand their challenges first.
Mhm.
Okay, I like to use the 6 stages of behavior change model.
Right.
So you kind of like educate them, tell them where you are.
Mhm.
Are you on a pre-contemplation,
Mhm.
a denial stage?
Denial stage.
Yeah, or
Okay.
contemplation. You try to weigh the pros and
All
cons, right? Or you're in an action or preparation stage. So we help them to identify where they are,
Mhm.
set the right expectation,
Mhm.
so they will roughly know, okay, about here, about 3 months that I will change the behavior.
Mhm.
Okay, and then I move on.
Mm.
Okay, it's difficult to just tell them you have to start 2.5 hours straight away.
Yeah.
All right. So help them to identify the challenges and the resources available.
Mhm.
Yeah. The second tip will be start small, which means that you don't do half an hour. Half an hour is a huge challenge as well. So start maybe 5 to 10 minutes.
Mhm.
And I will promote a healthy, I will call this a movement snack.
Movement snacks.
Yeah, movement snack. You snack all the time, but not snack on the food. You snack on the movement.
Right.
Yeah. So we can do some thoracic mobility exercise on your table breaks.
Table breaks.
Table breaks, yeah. And some mobility routine
Yeah.
that I recommended 5 minutes a day in the morning. Yeah, that's take a very short time. Start with that first. And the other tips like you park your car further away from the office, you get more steps.
Okay.
You get up a staircase instead of using the lift, right? And make it convenient. Convenient instead of like you can do it on the spot,
Mhm.
right away, just in the office, in the toilet. Okay, a lot of people tend to ask me like, is Pilates, yoga good or swimming good? Okay, I would think that depend on person to person. So okay, talk about Pilates as an
Yes,
example. You need to pay fee. Number one, you need to drive to the center, traffic. Okay, you need to find a car park to park a car. Okay, and after that, you need to drive home again. You need to shower. So it's gonna take you like 3-4 hours just to
Yeah.
perform like maybe 45 sessions of the Pilates. But to me, that would be not so practical for a lot of people. That's why I say start with some resistance band training or some calisthenic training. Just easily just take your 5 to 10 minutes a day, and then in the evening time, just go for a walk after dinner. Just chill with your family. So start with that first. After that, you would do the reflection on the behavior change model and to see. I mean, if you are on an action stage, go ahead.
Go ahead,
Lengthen
yeah.
the time. Go with the WHO recommendation.
Right.
But for now, I think for the beginner, help them to identify the challenge first. Yeah.